Oh, welcome, Victoria. Welcome, Kay. Can you hear me okay? Is the audio going through on your end?
It's a little low, so I'm gonna try to connect the audio, make sure it's connected to the TV.
Welcome, Victoria. Welcome, Kay.
Talk again, see if your voice went higher, Noah. Louder.
What about this? Can you hear my audio better like this?
We can hear you better now. I switched the audio.
Okay, good. Hold on one moment. I got to do something on my end here. Okay, it's great to have you with us. So, can you hear me kind of similar to like if we were all in the room together, or is it still too low?
I think it sounds good.
It's good. It does.
How are you, Candelaria? ¿Cómo estás?
Estoy muy bien, gracias.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
What's that? Noah, it's Candelaria's birthday today.
It
Oh
is.
my gosh.
You see her balloons?
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so exciting.
Of this.
Oh, I love it.
How fun.
Oh, what a treat. What a treat. Feliz cumpleaños para tú.
Para ti.
Para ti. Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, we are going to wait a few minutes. I see Miriam and I see Kay and I see Candelaria. And is there someone in the back of the room as well? I can't tell if that's a person.
Rose. Say hi, Rose. Hi, Noah.
Oh, okay. So
Rose,
is,
my
is
assistant.
is that Roz who's on staff?
No. Rose.
Oh, Rose. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Noah.
Oh, good. Nice to see you. We are waiting for the group. There's a kindness group at gratitude group at Cabot Village, and we're waiting for them to join us. Um, so I wanted to just give you a chance to wish wish Candelaria a happy birthday, but also Kay and Mom and Candelaria and Rose, can you, and Victoria is there, can you all hear each other okay? You could maybe talk to each other for a moment and share something you're grateful for with one another, or something that maybe something about kindness that someone has done for you lately.
I'm grateful to my niece, my great niece. She's having a baby girl. Oh. Around July. So I'm grateful for her.
July's a good month to have a baby.
And I can't wait to see the baby.
Oh. Congratulations, Kay.
What's the baby?
Oh, that's marvelous, Kay. That's so wonderful. Is that Todd Raymond himself with the blue sweater? Do we see the man, the side of the arm of the man? I think we do. All right, I think Todd Raymond is signing in for Cabot Village. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Mom, do you have something you're grateful for you'd like to share with the group while we're getting everyone together?
I'm grateful to be here with you and everyone else who's here. I'm grateful that I am all sick, have a good health. I'm grateful if the snow is outside and I'm inside.
Me too. I share gratitude in that.
I'm grateful that I don't have to shovel the snow. I'm grateful for all the staff and members, seniors that celebrated my birthday today.
Oh.
I gave me balloons.
I will be back. I need to grab my charger from the laptop.
Okay.
Make sure it doesn't die while we're on.
I have a good time.
What's going on in there?
They're having a meeting. Ooh. Everyone in there, they're eating with Noah.
They're having a meeting. I don't know if they said they're having a meeting.
Welcome, Paula. So Paula, who is with us at Cabot Park Village. I see Paula. Can you see us or hear us, Paula? Welcome, Paula. So Paula, who is with us at Cabot Park. Paula, can you hear us or can you see us? Okay, you can hear us. We can't hear you, but if you can hear us, that's fine. I need you to move the camera down because all I can see is the top of people's hair. I can't see anybody. Um, and oh, wonderful. Oh, hi, Carol. Good to see you. Oh, yes. Okay. So if there's a way to connect the audio, that's wonderful. But if not, um, as long as you're able to hear, um, Carol, would you do me a favor and just put your thumbs up, Carol, if you can hear us? Okay. All right. So you can hear us. Okay. That's wonderful. Good, good, good. As long as you can hear us, we're going to be doing a guided kindness meditation in a few moments. And we're doing something that we've never done before, which is in the spirit of the snow, um, doing a virtual program. I don't know if Carol was there about 2 years ago. It was during COVID. We did some virtual programs in the big room downstairs. And it looks like Paula, it looks like Carol's having a hard time hearing, maybe. Um, I don't know if Carol, can you still hear me okay? You can hear me if you put your thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear well. Okay, I just can't hear you. Got it. Okay. All right. So the microphone at Cabot Village may not be working, but that's fine. This is going to be kind of a guided meditation more than sometimes we've had programs where there's like a lot of conversation. This is meant to be guided meditation, some relaxation for the big snow day that we've all had. And some of you may know that we have been collaborating with Chestnut Park on the Being Powerful with Parkinson's support group. And there's been a lot of wonderful collaboration between both of those communities. Some of you may remember that Todd Raymond, our executive director at Cabot Village, did a lot to support Chestnut Park over the summer while they were searching for their executive director, Jessica, who's fully in the swing of working there with the amazing Victoria Massey. Victoria Massey and Mia. Victoria and Mia are the two directors of programs and education at Chestnut Park and at Cabot Village. And they've been working together and collaborating on the Powerful with Parkinson's program. And a lot of the material that has been developed at Cabot Village since we started doing gratitude groups, kindness groups. I've done lectures on neuroscience. We've done programs on gay pride. We've done programs on Martin Luther King Day. We've had the opportunity to develop a lot of educational curriculum. And some of you may know that I wrote a children's book that was actually based on a lot of the conversations and meditations and questions and discussions that people who are there right now, these are ideas and conversations that we've been having since the pandemic. We've hosted now Discover Gratitude, my organization, has done over 2,000 groups of this kind, both online and in person. And so what we're going to do today is one of the favorite meditations that has come as a result of doing these meditations and these discussions at senior living communities in Boston, Cambridge, Newton, Brighton, Chelmsford, and Lincoln. And these are kind of like some of the favorite loving kindness meditations from all of the different groups. So I'm very excited to have this opportunity of the snow day and the storm for us to be together in this kind of new and unique way, and bringing together multiple benchmark senior living communities together. And today originally was a celebration for 3 years of having gratitude and kindness groups at Cabot Village. Yay. So I want to just take a moment and say thank you to Todd. And there's an activity program director, Anders, who's no longer there, but he and Todd launched the program with me. And now Mia and Paula and Todd have continued the program on staff. And I particularly want to say thank you to Carol. Carol is a fabulous resident. No, I know there's Carol. I know it's not just Carol there. Let me see who else is there. We have other residents at Cabot Park Village together. And I just want to say a specific thank you to the whole group. And I want to say thank you specifically to Carol, because Carol took time about a year ago to stop and say, hey, Noah, we want to learn more about kindness and the brain and how it might help our memory. There was a resident named Carol and Joyce who really took time to ask for specific tools to help our brains and our memories. And we've been able to develop that ideas and those curriculum, which has also benefited people who are in the Be Kind with Your Mind program other places. And it has also benefited folks in the Parkinson's support groups, because whether you have a Parkinson's diagnosis or not, being able to learn how to take care of our brains and our hearts at a time in our life where our bodies might not move as much as they used to is really, really important. So I just want to say thank you, everybody who's been participating in the groups. And my mom helped start these groups on Zoom over 6 years ago, and we've been doing it for 6 years since January of 2020. So all of that said, we're going to jump into a special guided meditation and relaxation that I have helped develop for you today. And I am recording this so that some people who are not here right now can listen to it. We have community members who are living at Evans Park right now, and I want to be able to send it to them. Doug and Barbara have been very active. Pamela, other members of the community at Cabot Village really do love hearing what we're doing. So I will send them the recording of this meditation. All right, so before we get started, go ahead and just get yourself comfortable in your chair. So if you need to, if you want to stretch your arms or just like wiggle your butt a little bit and just like get comfortable in your chair, see if you can like put your feet on the floor, just like wiggle your toes. You may want to stretch your hands and just make sure that you're as comfortable as can be. I know some of you have participated in the Benchmark Strong workout this morning. So, there's chair stretches. You can put your arms forward and gently up and to the side. If you want to squeeze your knees and just thank your knees for working, your legs, and just take a moment to settle in to the chair where you're sitting and take a moment of gratitude and give thanks for the fact that you are able to sit up. This is a gift that your body is still able to sit up. Some of you might be using walkers and wheelchairs, but give thanks for the devices that you're able to use to move around and the people who may help you use those devices. we want to get settled in physically so you can be as comfortable in your seat as possible. And then just take a moment to take a deep breath in. And if you want to close your eyes, you can, but keep your eyes open, and whatever you want to do with your eyes, your nose, your breath, however you feel most comfortable, I want you to enjoy relaxing as I guide you through this guided meditation that we have for you today. And take a breath in and take a breath out, and simply notice your breath moving in and moving out. You don't have to force your breath, but just notice your breath moving in and moving out. And see if you can just pay attention to your breath. And notice how your breath feels moving in and out of your nose, how it feels moving in and out of your mouth. And if you want to take a deep breath in and like a sigh of relief, and just, if it helps, to kind of shake your hands or wiggle your toes, allow yourself to breathe in gently. However you're breathing, whether it's through your nose or whether it's through your mouth, whether it's through your nose or through your mouth, just notice how your breath is breathing without trying to force anything or without trying to change anything. Welcome, welcome to your chair. Welcome to being in your body, in the room. I am very, very glad you're here. Whether you are joining from Cabot Village or Chestnut Park, we are together in this moment. And there's nothing you need to do or fix or change. Just allow yourself to sit together. And if you would like to, I invite you to hold your heart. This is a gentle practice, and you may keep your eyes open or you may keep your eyes closed, and you may move, you may stretch, and you may simply listen. Today, we will practice 3 things. We are practicing being kind with our mind. We are practicing being grateful in our hearts. And we're discovering new ways to find peace, peacefulness in our body. If you can, go ahead and place one hand on your chest, or feel free to put your hands in your lap and notice and say to yourself in your mind, I am here. I am right here at Cabot Village. I am right here in Chestnut Park. We are going to now scan our body. And we are going to scan our body and notice your breath. There's no need to change how you are breathing. Simply notice your breath and simply notice how you are breathing. Notice the air coming in and the air going out. Notice the air going in and notice the air going out. Bring your attention to the top of your head, and then bring your attention to your forehead, and bring your attention to your forehead and your eyes, and then down to your jaw and your mouth. And bring your attention to your neck and then your shoulders. And bring your attention down to your arms, all the way down your arms to your hands and your fingers. And take a moment to think about what your fingers help you do throughout the day. And as you pay attention to your chest, also notice your upper back and moving down to the belly. Allow the softness of your belly kind of breathing in and breathing out. And bring your attention a little lower to your hips and then to the seat below where you're touching your chair. And then bring your attention to your thighs and to your knees. And then down the lower legs to your feet and to your toes. And slowly say to yourself, toes, relax. Feet, relax. And you're going to be quietly saying these things to your body. Lower legs, relax. Thighs, relax. Knees, relax. Hips, relax. That part of your body that's connected to the chair, your gluteus area, relax. Belly, relax. Chest, relax. Upper back, relax. Arms, relax. Hands, relax. You may want to hold your hands and just gently rub them and touch them. And as you're rubbing your hands and your fingers, think to yourself, hands, relax. Arms, relax. Fingers, relax. Neck, feel free to gently touch your neck if that's comfortable for you. Neck, relax. Shoulders, relax. Jaw, relax. Mouth, relax. Forehead, relax. Eyes, relax. Head, relax. Breathing in and breathing out, we begin with ourselves. We are moving into what's called the metta meditation. This is a part of the meditation that's all focused on kindness. Some of you may have heard me discuss kindness and how it strengthens our memory and also how it strengthens our brain and our immune system, all different parts of our health. This is called a metta meditation. What we just did was called a body scan. And the metta meditation has been studied. Hundreds and hundreds of monks who do this form and other similar forms of meditation. The metta meditation helps to build and strengthen what's called the gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, and also really important connections around the hippocampus and the connection between the prefrontal cortex, the upper part of the brain, and the hippocampus, which is the main center, the main area of the brain associated with our memories. And so we're going to begin the metta meditation with ourselves. And as I guide you through this metta meditation, I'm going to read you some words that then you can repeat to yourself. You're first going to be bringing kindness towards yourself. Then you're going to be bringing kindness towards someone that you care about. And then we're going to be bringing kindness towards other people in our community and kindness in the world. And we're going to be repeating certain phrases. We're going to be repeating phrases internally. So you're going to be thinking these phrases as I say them. So we're going to begin by repeating these phrases that I share with you now. And these phrases are you talking to yourself. So if Jackie were doing them at Cabot Village, in Jackie's mind, Jackie would say, Jackie, may you be kind with your mind. Carol would say, Carol, may I be patient with myself. Miriam in Chestnut Park would say, Miriam, may I feel gratitude in my heart. So you're going to be quietly talking with yourself. And Kay might say, Kay, may my body know moments of peace. And I'm going to walk you through this. But I want to tell you that you're going to be having an internal conversation with yourself. You're going to be saying these things to yourself. And if it's easier for you to talk to yourself in the third person, Carol, you could actually think to yourself, Carol, may I be kind with my mind? Or you could also say, may I be kind with my mind? Okay. So as I walk through this, repeat these things to yourself in whatever way feels best to you. May I be kind with my mind. May I be kind with my mind. May I be kind with my mind. May I be patient with myself. May I be patient with myself. May I be patient with myself. May I feel gratitude in my heart. May I feel gratitude in my heart. May I feel gratitude in my heart. May my body know moments of peace. May my body know moments of peace. May my body know moments of peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. And may I live with grace. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. And may I live with grace. Now we extend kindness to others here, your fellow residents, who you're with. Your fellow residents. May we be kind with our fellow residents and the staff and the caregivers. And now we imagine the staff, such as Paula or Todd or Victoria, and we're extending kindness to our fellow residents. So Kay, you can extend kindness towards Candelaria, and you imagine yourself extending this kindness. So if I'm imagining Todd, I would say to myself, may Todd be happy. May Todd be healthy. May Todd be safe. May Todd be full of grace. May Todd be healthy. May Todd be happy. May Todd be safe. May Todd be full of grace. May Paula be happy. May Paula be safe. May Paula be happy. May Paula be full of grace. May Carol be happy. May Carol be healthy. May Carol be safe. May Carol be full of grace. May Jackie be happy. May Jackie be healthy. May Jackie be safe. May Jackie be full of grace. And you're going to keep doing that and thinking about the people in your community and the staff who are with you. May Kay be healthy. May Candelaria be happy. May Miriam be safe. May Victoria be full of grace. So take a moment to think about someone in your life who you love, someone you care about. So it's not just the people in your community. It could be your son or your daughter, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, um, cousins, caregivers. It could be the friends and family who come to visit you or call you on the phone. And you're going to take a moment and just think about them. Allow them to come to your mind. So take a moment, if you can, to close your eyes and just imagine they're here with you. And you are going to say to them, you're in your imagination, you're imagining someone that you love and care about. This is someone you have completely loving and positive feelings towards, and you imagine them right there with you. And they could be alive or they could have passed. It could be anybody that you love. And go ahead and hold your hands. Imagine you're holding their hands. Hold your own hands. Imagine you're holding theirs and say, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you be full of grace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you be full of grace. Imagine this kindness and this love extending out to the people you care most about in your life, to all of your fellow residents, to all of the staff who work at Benchmark, to all the caregivers who work with the people in your community, to all the people who deliver the food to your dining rooms, to all the people who work at Benchmark who you may never have met, who actually help your Benchmark community function. Imagine sending love and kindness to all the people who worked at the places where Paula and Todd and Victoria and all the staff got trained. Imagine sending love and kindness to all of Victoria's professors at Lesley University. Imagine all the people that Paula has brought in to Chestnut Park over the years, and extend all your love and kindness to all the people who are connected to the community. And repeat to yourself, may we be kind with our minds. May our hearts feel supported, and may our bodies know ease. May we be kind with our minds. May our hearts feel supported, and may our bodies know ease. May our bodies know peace. May our bodies know grace. Now we're going to come back to our family and friends, near and far. May you be safe. May you feel loved. And may you know peace. And to all the healthcare professionals and all the caregiving professionals all over the world, send your loving kindness to them. May your work be appreciated. May your hearts be sustained. May you know rest. May you know grace. And may you have faith. We're going to take a moment now to complete our metta meditation by extending this love and kindness to all the plants, all the animals, all the countries, all the parts of the planet, all of life that needs support right now. And you imagine yourself saying this wish to every country, every continent, every person, every plant, animal, and living part of life on our planet. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you live with ease. Happy, healthy, safe, live with ease. Happy, healthy, safe, and live with ease. When you've finished sending your wishes of happiness and health, safety, grace, and ease to all of life, come back and see if you can wiggle your toes, touch your nose, and just look around the room and remember that Jackie and Carol are in Cabot Village Community in Newton. We have Victoria and everybody in the beautiful activity room in Brighton, Massachusetts. Come back and look around the space and just notice where you are and feel your seat in the chair. And now we're going to gently engage our thinking mind. So we've moved from metta tends to be more for your heart, and the body scan we went through, paying attention to relaxing all the parts of our body is a meditation primarily for our body. Metta is designed to actually build up that loving feeling in your heart. You know, the kind of feeling you get when you give a hug to someone or hold their hands or when you hold an animal. And now we're going to do something with your intellect. So this is meant to really focus on a meditation for your mind. So we're going to gently engage your thinking mind. And this is a kind of meditation. Again, this is all being recorded for you. So you can go back and listen to it again and again and again. This is a contemplation meditation to strengthen your mind and your intellect. We're engaging your thinking mind. This is a form of meditation called contemplation meditation. During our Be Kind with Your Mind program a few weeks ago at Cabot Village, we studied mindfulness. Jackie and myself and Pamela and two other residents watched a video on the neuroscientific research of how these practices, this kind of meditation builds up the brain and the intellect. And they studied many hundreds of monks. This was a partnership with the Dalai Lama and one of the top neuroscientists in the Boston area. And what they did was they studied the brain of people who do these kind of meditations. And what they noticed is when you do this kind of meditation, both the metta as well as the one we're about to do, the people who meditated a lot, their brains returned to a peaceful, calm place very quickly after experiencing some physical pain. So just take a moment and raise your hand if you have experienced any kind of physical pain in the last few years of just kind of living, you know, getting older, living in senior center. You've noticed it could even be like you stubbed your toe or something. It doesn't have to be like you've gone to the hospital for surgery, but you felt a little bit of pain. And there's that period of time. So like if Carol and Jackie are going, they're outside and they're walking around Cabot Village neighborhood and they like stub their toe and they feel that pain. There's a certain amount of time that they feel the pain for. So they might feel the pain for 20 minutes. And for those 20 minutes, all they can think about is how painful and annoying it is to feel that pain in their stubbed toe. And then once the pain goes away, they can focus on their friends, they can enjoy their food, and they can go on with their day. And what they discovered with these studying these monks is that their ability to have pain and then return to a place of calmness and peacefulness was much shorter because they trained their brains with this kind of meditation. They trained their brains to return from the pain to a peaceful, calm, neutral place much faster. From my own personal experience, witnessing meditators in my life, my father, and I could tell you all sorts of stories about my dad and my mom's husband, Jeffrey, he practiced meditation for 47 years. So he was like a good example of this right in front of our eyes. And he dealt with some very painful physical experiences, complications of Parkinson's in the last few years of his life. And he actually taught a class on this at Evans Park, Benchmark, one of the other communities. And I have a recording of this class. Todd had helped him organize the class with Esta, the activities person, and my mom. And he talked about pain and he talked about noticing your pain, but instead of trying to push your pain away or get through it, if you can visualize yourself like, here's your pain, see if you can just go right to the center of the pain and just allow yourself to look at the center of it. Okay, just notice you're there, you're right in the middle of the pain. And what the monks did and what he did was they just looked at the pain. They didn't try and get rid of it, they just noticed the pain. And so contemplating and doing these kinds of metta meditations, saying, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, practicing these things now when you're not experiencing pain builds up the part of the brain that can respond to pain and come back to a calm, more neutral place faster. So again, you don't have to experience pain to do this meditation, but this is some of the things that we were studying a couple of weeks ago in the Be Kind with Your Mind program. And there is a little show on Netflix called Mindfulness. If anyone wants to see the show, talk to Victoria, talk to Paula, talk to Todd or myself, and I can get you the recording that you can watch for sure. So we're going to walk through this. It's called a contemplation meditation because you're not trying to just focus on your breath. There's a lot of meditation where you just breathe in and breathe out, and all you're doing is like watching your breath in, out. So just take a deep breath in, notice your breath, and breathe out. Noticing your breath, at least in the Buddhist traditions that I was raised in, in the world of Buddhist psychology that a lot of this comes from. That's called shamatha vipassana meditation. And that's literally just watching your breath, breathing in, breathing out. You're watching the breath. It's almost like, you know, when you see leaves on a tree and you're watching the wind go over the leaves, it's just watching the wind. Contemplation meditation is when you think about something consciously. So if Carol was really curious about happiness, Carol would sit there for a few minutes and just think about happiness. And you'd keep repeating the word happiness. I wonder about happiness. Or if Miriam was really interested in leadership and volunteerism, the contemplation would be just sitting wherever Miriam is and contemplating volunteering and leadership. And so contemplation meditation is when you actively think about a word or an idea. You are contemplating it and you're choosing to contemplate that thing. So we're going to engage our thinking minds in that way. And some things in our lives can be changed and some things cannot be changed. And then there's a wisdom, like is said so often in the Serenity Prayer, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This kind of contemplation meditation is designed to help each of you think about what are the things for yourself and your body and your mind that you can change, and what are some things that you can't change that maybe you could accept. And then there may be some things that you can't change right now that you could change in the future. So this is where contemplation meditation comes in. I invite you to quietly reflect on this question and think about this question for a moment as you keep taking breaths. What is something I am learning to accept? What is something that I'm learning to accept? Something you may be learning to accept about your body. What is something that you're learning to accept about your mind? Maybe it's something you're learning to accept about yourself or another person. Something that you know that you really can't change and you're learning to accept. Take a moment to think about something that you're learning to accept. And this is something you know you're not going to be able to change, at least today, one day at a time. You know you're not going to be able to accept it or change it. And so you're learning to accept it today. So allow those thoughts about what you're learning to accept just to settle. Allow those thoughts to just settle and sit there. And the things that you're learning to accept, they're just going to kind of sit there in your mind and allow them to rest. The next question to reflect on and to contemplate is, what is one small thing that I can change? What is one small thing I still have influence over? For example, you may have started to use a walker or a wheelchair. You have influence over if it's comfortable. Do you need a pillow? Do you need asking for help with how to use your walker or your wheelchair? What is one small thing? You may not be able to walk without a device right now, but what is one small thing you have influence over? You could ask a friend to walk with you. You could ask one of the caregivers to push you. What is one small thing that you may have influence over? You might not be able to control the temperature of your room all the time, but one small thing you can do is call the front desk and ask them for help with a fan. What is one small thing you have influence over? You may not be able to always order the kinds of food that you want in the dining room, but there may be something you could ask for, or maybe something you could bring to the dining room. You could ask them to help you prepare it. You may not be able to change all the food where you are, but one small thing you could influence is you could ask one of the servers to add lemon to your water. Something small that you still have influence over, some way that you could ask for help. You may not be able to control how long it takes to get dressed. You may be able to ask someone to help you get dressed or put on a warmer jacket. So take a moment to think about what is something that you're learning to accept, something that cannot change today, and one small thing that you still have influence over. And the last question for our contemplation today is, what is it that helps me know the difference? Take a moment to think about, on any given day, how can you tell the difference between the things that you can change and the things that you can't change? You may not be able to change the snow outside, but maybe you could ask for someone to help you put on boots so you could step outside and get a breath of fresh air for 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and take a moment right there where you are. And I want to invite you to come back from this contemplation and share with the person who's right there next to you. I see Carol and Jackie are right next to each other at Cabot Park Village. And take a moment to tell the person you're with, what is something that you can't change, something that you need to accept, and what is something you can change? So, something that you can change, something that you can't change. And if you'd rather talk about the body relaxation, what that was like, or what it was like to make the wishes for happiness and health, safety, and grace, I want to give you a moment to talk to each other and just tell each other something that you're thinking about having done these meditations and these reflections. So Kay, I see Kay and Candelaria, I see Miriam, and there's a wonderful resident behind Miriam who I can't quite see. I want to invite you to be together and talk to each other and tell each other whatever you're kind of thinking about, how the meditations and the reflections went for you today. So, Jackie and Carol, I wanted to invite you to talk to each other and just share how these meditations were. And as you discuss this together, I'm going to share some relaxing music to listen to in the background as you get to talk to one another about how these meditations are. And we're going to be together for another few minutes. So, breathing in and breathing out, I invite you to go talk to one another in the people around you. And if you need support from the staff to talk to one another, please feel free to do that as well. Oh, wonderful. Oh, Carol and Jackie, I see the thumbs up. I'm so happy that you were able to be together and that we were able to connect in this way. And if you have a staff member that's there with you, and maybe the audio is not working, I'll just tell you this because you can hear me. Um, I'm going to share this recording with Todd and with Mia. So if you want to listen to the meditations again, it's going to be a little recording. For example, Carol, you can listen to this on your phone. It's just like a simple recording on YouTube that you can just press play. If you know how to play a YouTube video, you can just press play and listen to everything over and over and over again. And if you want to, I'm going to send it to Barbara. I'm going to send it to Doug. I'm going to send it to Marlene, um, and anybody else who's there. Feel free to share it with people in the community, because all of us, took so much time and energy to get together in this way. I want this recording to benefit people who weren't able to be here. You can even share it with Elaine and Nan and other people. Carol, you may have seen at the group before. This was my way of kind of creating like a gift for the people who participated in the program, since we have been practicing this together since the winter of 2023. So for 3 years now, the things we did today are some of the kind of, I think they're just some of the best things that different groups have requested. And I wanted to make a recording so that you could do it with yourself as a way to relax and just feel connected to yourself as well. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Carol, so much for coming. And I know that if you need to go to the 5 o'clock seating of dinner, please do that. If you're about to have dinner in 5 minutes, I want you to feel free to, you can head out and go do that. Um, just Carol and Jackie, will you give me a thumbs up if are you on the fifth floor or the first floor? You can hold up five. You're on the fifth floor. Okay, good. I'm glad that that space worked. I'm glad that it worked out to do this in that space. So that you were able to listen. You know, they have the camera up in the fifth floor that they might not have in the dining room. So I'm glad it worked out. So thank you. And um I will be um Carol and Jackie, I want to tell you something. I'm going to be traveling to Malaysia to meet my partner Kumar's family for the first time. And we are going to continue having guest speakers come in for the Parkinson's support group. If you want to join that on Tuesday afternoons, you're welcome to. Some of those groups are not just for Parkinson's, there's some neurological education. And I'm going to be having, when I'm gone, there's a woman named Cherry, who's another group facilitator and an educator who works with seniors. She was trained at Lesley University in art therapy and expressive therapy. So she's going to be coming in to do some of those groups. And she's also trained specially to do art activities, like art therapy activities to help the mind and the brain for seniors. So if you're interested in like artistic, therapeutic, hands-on activities, um, let me and Todd and Mia know. But she's going to come in and run some of the Parkinson's support groups. So I just wanted to let you know you might see another face in February, and then I'll be back with you in March. So I wanted to let you know that. Okay. And thank you, Kay. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Candelaria. Um, and thank you, Mom. And there's a woman who's right next to you, Mom. And I'm trying to see. I know I recognize her, but I just want to thank her by name. Victoria, who's the person to the left of my mom in my camera?
Oh, Miriam's saying Jane. That's
Jane.
Jane.
Jane, thank you so much for coming. Um, and Kay, and remind me Kay's caregiver's name. Um,
Rose.
Rose, thank you, Rose. Thank you, Candelaria. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Victoria, especially for making it possible for us to all be together in this way. This is wonderful. All right. And Victoria, I'm going to send the recording of the meditations to you and Todd and Mia and even Jessica if she wants it, just so you can have this as a tool. This was the third year. I think you may have picked up on this. We started this 3 years ago at Cabot Village. Todd and Anders started this program. So this was also kind of like a pre-celebration of that. So I appreciate your supporting us and collaborating.
Of course. Thank you, Noah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Yay. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Carol. I hope you have a good dinner. Enjoy your dinner. Stay warm, um, and stay safe. And I will see you in a few weeks. All right, Carol, take care. Thank you.